Gaffer, it was a real top performance last week up in Dingwall. How would you reflect on the match a week later?
Yeah, a great performance. 3 goals, clean sheet, can't ask for any more. And the boys are buoyed by that, and that's what you expect when you've won 2 games in the bounce. Training's been very good this week, lively, everybody at it. And like I say, we go into the game tomorrow with our tails up, so we understand how difficult the game will be. Away at Dunfermline, another team that's done really well, a lot of change over the summer. A lot of good young kids are brought in, and have done really well, so we're expecting a tough game.
And I know you'll be pleased with any win, but does it please you even more just the manner in which the boys went out and secured that one last week?
Yeah, I thought to a man they were excellent. I thought the subs that came on as well added value, Mikey Garrity scores, so but I thought over the 90 minutes we were worthy winners. We never gave Ross County a minute, we never allowed them to build into their game. And when we got our opportunities, we were ruthless. And no coincidence, you get the 3-0 and you come down the road. But like I say, there's a lot to like about last week. But again, when you win games, Gareth, you build confidence. And like I see, I can see that now coming. But again, tomorrow will be a tough test away from home.
Yeah, you mentioned there the confidence. You can really tell from the atmosphere around the place. Obviously, that's a draw on 2 wins on the bounce now. A real good place to be in going into tomorrow's game. Yeah,
it's been a good month. A difficult start to the month after the 4-0 loss to St Johnstone, but I think since then we've recovered well. We fought a decent 1-1 draw at Rafe, and then the 2 games after that have been promising. And you can see that the place is starting to lift again. And again, we winning games brings confidence and breeds that through the team, and everybody's fighting for the jersey. And like I say, this week in training's been excellent as well. So, no, we're in a good place, but we don't get, like I say, I've said this a lot in my time here, we don't get too high, because, there's always trouble around the corner. So we take one game at a time, and that's Dunfermline tomorrow, which again, like I've said, this will be a difficult game. They've kind of turned a corner at home as well. Their form at home is pretty good, so we know the magnitude of the game. If we win, we go above them, which again is another opportunity for us to climb league placings as well.
Yeah, I mean, and just looking closer at tomorrow's game as well, what are some of the main challenges you're expecting from this?
Challenges all over the pitch, Gareth. They had a few players away over the week on international duty for their country, and they'll be coming back as well, with a bit between their teeth, albeit they never had a game as a group, but they had 6 or 7 players away on international duty for their countries, so a lot of good performances. Young lad at the top of the pitch has done really well in the Championship. Todd is coming back as well, having done really well, signed a new contract, so he'll be buoyed, as is Barney Stewart on loan for Falkirk. So at the top end of the pitch they've got good players, but they've got players all through their team. Young lad Carcross, middle pitch, decent player. Joe Camillan at the back. So they've got good players through their team. Robbie Fraser, left back, decent player. So they've got good players right through their team. But again, for us, it's about Morton tomorrow, Gareth. And like I say, we will respect Dunfermline. But it's about us, and we go there to, like I say, hopefully pick up another valuable 3 points.
And I know you mentioned in there some of their attacking threats, but I suppose the confidence that we go in there with is the 2 clean sheets on the bounce, and how solid they've been recently in that department.
Yeah, of course. We've scored 5 goals and conceded 1 in the last 3 games, so it's a good return for our money. And we want to continue that. We pride ourselves in clean sheets, and if you can get clean sheets, you pick up points. So again, that's given us a platform the last 2 games to do that and pick up 6 points out of 6. And we want to go and make it 9 out of 9 and finish the league campaign for this month on a high before we go into a tough game away at Peterhead in the Scottish Cup the following week.
Yeah, and on that point, is that sort of been your message to the boys? Go out there, put in a top performance, pick up another win, and then look ahead to the Scottish Cup? Yeah,
like I say, we have a week off our league duty next week. We deal with the Scottish Cup, which will be a tough game, but we want to finish the month off in a positive. If we can go and get another positive result, be undefeated in 4, pick up another clean sheet, then it's a good month, and we're going in the right direction. But we'll not get complacent, we'll not get carried away, because like I keep saying, this league is very cutthroat. There's a lot of good teams, a lot of good players, so you have to take game by game, because if you look beyond that, then you'll cause yourself problems. But like I say, I'm fully focused, the players are fully focused, and we know what's at stake tomorrow, so we go there on, like I say, on a high, on full of confidence. But we give Dunfermline the respect. They're the home team, they're on good form themselves, and we imagine it to be a good game.
And when looking back to last week, we obviously saw Michael O'Halloran come back into the squad, getting a bit of game time as well. How good was it to see him back, and how is the rest of the squad shaping up for tomorrow?
Yeah, it's good to see a bit of experience coming back in. You know, Michael came back last week, got minutes. You can see he needed minutes. You know, he's tired, but that was expected. But it was a good run out for him. He'll be better off for it this week. The squad from last week's fine. There's no fresh injury worries. Like I say, on the injury front, Alec Crawford's now getting back. He should be back within the next couple of weeks within the group again. Eamon Brophy's back after missing out last week. Aaron Lyle's back after missing out last week. So again, the squad's stronger, and it gives competition for places as well.